All right, good morning. It is Monday morning here in beautiful St. Augustine. We had a long weekend of rain, kind of gloomy, and it's bright and sunny this morning. It actually turned to nice yesterday, so I didn't get out of the house much, though. It was football Sunday. So this morning we've got a guest with us here, Miss Donna Frantz. Donna and I met, I guess, a couple weeks ago at the fishing tournament, the Inshore Slam. You guys probably watched that podcast. If not, you should go back and look at it. Great cause, great event. And Dawn and I met there, and it wasn't about 10 minutes in. We were like, all right, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So Donna does a thing here called Fishing 101, and really neat program that she's put together, and she's going to tell us more about it. Donna.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
it's
no worries.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is.
Oh my gosh, I've already been to the beach today. And yeah, my passion, fishing and people. So I do nothing from a boat, everything from shore. I do birthday parties, veterans, homeschool, reunions, you name it. It has anything to do with fishing, I do it.
Nice.
And it's not just about fishing. It's about teaching people how to and to keep them out of trouble when they're fishing.
Yeah, no, I agree there. And what you don't know about me, and you will soon, then this is one of the reasons why we connected so well, I think, is that I'm very passionate about teaching kids to fish, right? And teaching people to fish. And I think there's so many life lessons that can be learned through the process of fishing. And I'm sure you've come to see the same thing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And people thrive on learning new things.
Oh, for sure.
I don't care how young or how old they are. And just being out in nature. And, fishing started way back in Jesus' time. So,
amen.
If it's in the Bible, it's probably not a bad thing. And he did
not.
a lot of good things around fishing.
Yes,
so
sure.
That's what I want my life to be. Good things all about fishing.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So take me through a typical day in your world.
A typical day in my world. Oh, my goodness. I get up. I volunteer with Turtle Patrol. I love to walk the beach. We look for turtles. We clean up trash. We do all kinds of cool stuff. It's an elite group of people. We watch the turtle nest from start to finish. We actually evaluate the nest when we know that the baby turtles have escaped and gone out into the ocean. And then from there, I might teach a class. I might volunteer, doing other things. But I teach at all levels. I teach at the college level. I teach at the VOTEC level. I'll go to somebody's house and do a homeschool group. Just spreading the word about being a good and ethical fisherman.
Excellent. So how have you always been a teacher?
No, I have not always been a teacher, but it's kind of my roots. My parents had a daycare center here in St. Augustine for 35 years, and it was a daycare and school K through 6. And my mom just saw a need that needed to happen. And I was a senior in high school, and I decided to, I worked for my mom all the way to that point. And then she wanted to start a computer program. So we were one of the first schools to ever have a computer program. And I taught that for her. I hated school. I didn't want to go to college. And I made my parents promise they wouldn't make me go to college. But I did get my certificate in early childhood education. So I was going to come back, and sooner or later, I was hoping Mom and Dad would turn the business over to me, and it would be mine. Well, when I was ready, they weren't. So you know how you get when your parents don't let you do what you want to do. You just want to be bigger than them. So I decided to join the military.
Oh, wow.
So I decided I was married for a little while and got divorced, and so I just needed a new start in life. So I joined the military. I worked for the Florida Army National Guard full-time and part-time for 20 years.
Wow.
Never had to leave home, but I did get to do a lot of traveling. I spent a lot of time in Egypt. I was a finance officer. Did not plan on making it a career, but it ended up being a very good career. So then from there, I joined county government, gave the kids in town their driving test. I did that for a couple years, and I moved to personnel. And then from personnel, I got a job running the gift shop at the beach, St. Augustine Beach Pier.
There you go.
And then from there, I started teaching classes for the county. And in 2020, during all this COVID mess, I decided to start my own business. And I don't do anything from a boat. All my activities are from shore.
Wow, that's really neat. So how many people are you taking out that have no idea what to do fishing or have never been fishing at all?
Well, I teach at River House. It's Council on Aging program. They have a lot of life learning classes at there. And I had two people start last week and never fished at all. Never. So I teach them the basics: how to identify the fish, can you keep the fish you catch, how to tie a knot, how to make a rig, how to put a fishing pole together, how to cast it and be precise, getting your bait where you need it for the fish to eat it. So I teach them how to throw a cast net. I do it all.
Oh, wow.
Leading up to being a good and ethical fisherman.
Wow, that's great. That's really good. So obviously there's some challenges there with teaching. There's a level of patience you have to have, correct?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But when people want to learn, it makes it so much easier to keep their attention.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
something they really want. So I have a high school club at the Votech, and it's 14 kids. I have 2 girls and the rest are boys. And the teacher looked at me and she says, "How do you get their attention?" I said, "Well, you talk their language and you talk about things they like, and they love fishing." And she says, "You're amazing." I mean, I do things with them like build a pond and teach them about the organisms in the pond and how they grow into the fish they want to catch. You make it fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be hard or complicated. Just make it fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so if you make it hard, obviously that's something that someone's going to walk away from and go, I don't want to do this. Right?
Exactly. So I have an older sister. The reason why we're here to begin with as a family, she was hard of hearing. And she went to the deaf and blind school. And in 1975, she just celebrated her 50th class reunion. She was the homecoming queen and the honor graduate of that year.
Oh, very cool.
So my parents wanted to live where she needed to go to school. And I'm a representation of the public school system. I mean, I didn't do my best, but I've done all right. Ended up with a master's degree, so I couldn't have done too bad. So my oldest sister taught at the deaf and blind school, and then I have a younger sister. She's still teaching in the public school system. And then we didn't want any more girls in our family, so we adopted a boy. He's 6 years younger than I am, and fit in our family really well. He was in the military also, and hurt himself, so now he's 100% disabled. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah, just well-rounded family. We grew up in a neighborhood with all boys, so I had to be a tomboy just to play with the kids in the neighborhood. But learned how to fish at Lighthouse Park. I've caught my share of fish, and now I want to watch other people catch their first fish.
So that's funny that you say that, because Matt and I both say that all the time. Is that, we love to fish. He and I are both, but when we were young, we fished all the time. All the time. And I'm so passionate about fishing. I love it so much. But there's so much more joy at this point in my life seeing other people catch fish that haven't had an opportunity to catch them, or just maybe haven't gotten anything of any size, or to see them fight the fish. Just it brings more joy to my heart, and that makes way more satisfied than catching one myself, right?
Yeah, but it's not about always catching fish. It's about the sea turtle. It's about the dolphin.
Yeah, sure.
It's about the manatee. It's about the birds you see, the sunrise, the sunset, the rainbow. I mean, that to me is the value. It's not, fishing is just the start, the byproduct of what, I have to say it, God puts out there for you. You got to take advantage of.
Yeah, I completely
Absolutely.
agree. Completely agree. Yeah, how many times you gone out and got skunked? I mean, every fisherman has, right?
But you've always got a story.
Yeah, there's always
no matter
a story.
What.
Yeah, you've always seen something spectacular, right?
Absolutely.
And, yeah, it's
I
you
don't
never
think
come
that
off
just
the
happens.
No.
I think it's all for a purpose and a reason.
I agree.
Why did we meet?
Yeah.
Purpose,
Who knows?
reason.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
What God puts in front of you, you better pay attention.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Completely agree. So, what's next for you?
What's next? I actually, today or in the future, today I getting my vehicle ready to go on a trip to Savannah with some girlfriends from church.
Nice.
So that's today. I actually am going to attend a reef meeting with St. Johns County. We're trying to get our reef program back on track. Been working with that probably 30 years, and every time you turn around and you want to put something out for an artificial reef, you start the project all over again. And nobody has any history, so you have to retrain. And by the time you get them retrained, you're pretty tired. But we are bound and determined. We've got the county commissioners on our side, and we're bound and determined to put some more offshore landmarks out there to attract the fish, because what's out there is getting overfished because there's just not enough to go around.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes total sense. So, in regards to your business, what are you going to do next?
My biggest thing that's on my plate right now is I've met a man who's been in a wheelchair for 43 years. He's quadriplegic.
Wow.
He wants to go fishing. He does have some limited dexterity. I have manufactured a piece of equipment to help him hold his fishing pole, and I'm going to take him and hopefully we can catch a fish. He wants to catch a fish. And you know what? I want to help him catch a fish.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing. And just another thing that's out there for me to try to get somebody to be happy.
Yeah, that's great. So we talk a lot about innovation, right? It's the theme of the podcast. Did you hear her say, I manufactured something for him to hold his fishing pole? That's innovation. A need, taking it to heart, stepping into it, making whatever it takes to make the situation better. So we often talk about innovation and we think technology, computers, all this stuff. Innovation is taking an idea from from nothing to something. Taking an idea from nothing to something. And what a great opportunity that is to use some innovation.
Yeah, we haven't even caught a fish yet, and he's already excited because I've given him a little bit of my time.
Yeah,
and
sure.
made him feel special. And you know what? Everybody needs to be made to feel special. That's what life needs to be.
Completely agree. We don't get enough of it, right? No. We don't get enough of human time these days, right? And oftentimes when you're me personally, right, when I get in modes where I'm just overwhelmed or I've got too much going on or I've just have all these tasks I have to complete. I've been in front of my computer for days and days and days. It just takes people time to get me back grounded to the earth, right? It just takes people.
Yeah, but that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a beautiful thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So what kind of hobbies do you have?
I like to, of course, fish.
Of course.
I always say I'd rather fish than breathe. I mean, I'd rather breathe than fish. I love it. But I like to camp. I like to spend time with my puppy. I just recently got a four-legged friend, and she's amazing. Spend a lot of time with her.
What's her name?
Her name is Salty.
Salty.
And she's caramel color, so she's salty caramel. Have you ever eaten a piece of salty caramel candy?
Oh, yeah.
She's very sweet.
Yeah, you have to get a partner, so you have a chocolate, salty caramel and chocolate.
Well, maybe, but she takes a lot of my time, and I don't know if I want to share her.
Yeah, I don't.
Or if she wants to share me, I don't know. She goes over to my neighbors when I'm not home, and she sits at the back door and whines till I come home. So I think she and I are both wrapped up pretty tight together. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, we have dogs. We have 3 dogs, and I don't know that life would be the same without dogs.
No,
I just don't. No. I don't think it could be. So
no.
we always say when these dogs go, we're not getting another one, and then it takes about a month, right?
Oh, I'll never be without a dog again.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah. There's just something there. It's kind of like the water, right? And once you start doing it, it does something to your soul. And
it absolutely does. Yeah. So I'm going to Savannah with my girlfriends this weekend. And, oh, by the way, I'm bringing fishing poles.
Nice.
They don't like to fish, but they're going to fish.
They're going to fish.
Yeah, I'm going to do what they want to do, but then they are going to have to do what I want to do for a little bit.
I
so
love it.
I think I'm going to get them hooked up and get them the thrill of fishing.
Good. That's good. Yeah. That'll be fun. So what's the biggest fish you caught off the shore here in St. Augustine?
Off the shore,
yeah.
I've caught a 42-inch redfish.
That's a big
right
dog.
Off the beach. And I'm not the big fish fisherman. I'd rather catch a whiting all day long. Because you know what a whiting equates out to be? For me?
What?
2 tacos.
Yeah.
2 tacos. That's a perfect dinner. Perfect dinner. I mean, you got 2 fillets, you got 2 tacos, you put whatever you want with it, and you've got dinner. 1 fish.
Yeah, that got a chuckle out of Wyatt.
I know. I'm sure he understands about whiting. Yeah, whiting are good.
Yeah,
and they're fun to catch. You can catch a bunch of them. You can keep a bunch of them. There's not a whole bunch of rules about whiting.
Yep.
And, that's my favorite fish to catch. But I've caught flounder and trout and pompano. I've caught them all. And,
awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to catch anymore. I want to watch you catch a fish.
Yeah,
let's go fishing.
Let's do it. We will, for sure.
Okay, I'd love that.
Yeah. So I've got a little skiff that I take out from time to time and in intercoastal and do what I need to do. But I would tell you that it's like anything, right? When you stop it for a while, you've got to kind of rehone yourself, and there really is a major advantage to the number of days you put on the water, right?
Absolutely.
Because you know where the
With
fish
anything,
are.
though.
Yeah, with anything, right?
The more time you put in, the better you're going to be.
That's exactly
Absolutely.
right. And there were times in my life where I was just absolutely ate up with it, and I'd fish 5 days a week, and it was like go to work, come home, fish, go to work, come home, fish, go to work, come home, fish.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, nothing, nothing at all. But that's just not the spot I'm in right now. But I do get out there when I can, and it's been a couple of weeks since I had the boat out now, so you're making me want to call it today and go.
Okay.
All right. So, how did you get to want to do this particular thing? Right. You said that you had left the corporate world, but you wanted to go teach. Right. But how did you get to say, I want to go teach fishing and do it in the way that you're doing it today?
Just because the thrill that you see on that person's face and that memory you make, that lasting memory you make with that person when they catch a fish.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
might not be their first fish, but it's the fish they remember today. And I've caught all kinds of fish. I fished at the ledge. I fished at every spot in between here and the deep water. We call it the blue water where it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's just the joy of it. You have no idea what's going to be on the end of that fishing line. And what a great surprise. What a great gift. What a great adventure when you get that fish in a bucket and you get to take it home and harvest it for food.
Yeah, that's great.
So what's next? I teach at GTM out at Volano. I teach a class there. We're going to fish at the dam in a couple weeks. I teach at the college. Usually when I teach at the college, we go fishing one day. I teach at the Votech. I have a homeschool group in Ponte Vedra Beach. We go fishing. Tomorrow I'm at Council on Aging fishing. I teach a church group on Wednesday nights at Anastasia Baptist Church. I'm getting ready to do a kids clinic in November in Palatka for 25 kids. There's a guy over there that wants me to do a clinic. I hold or help produce a clinic in March for 100 kids.
Wow.
Off the Volano Beach Pier.
Wow.
And everything for the kids is free. 50 kids do the clinic while 50 kids fish, and then we trade out, and then we have lunch and a raffle. There's prizes, and it's all free. This will be my 16th annual event for that, and it's all sponsored.
Really?
Jimmy Beach over at St. Augustine Marina lets me use his facility, and it's fenced in, so it's safe for the kids. The kids learn about different species of fish. They learn how to put on a life jacket. They learn how to recognize a rip current. They learn hands-only CPR. They learn about oysters, how they clean the water. It's just a great way to get the kids out of the house for the morning. And not every year do they get a fishing pole. One year they'll get a fishing pole. The next year they'll get a tackle box. And the next year they'll get a bait bucket. And then they usually age out. But you don't want to give a kid a fishing pole every year because it won't mean anything.
Yeah.
But you give them the other tools to go with it, and then they're well-rounded and have all the tools they need.
Sure.
And they get a goodie bag when they go through the clinic, and when they finish each station, they get goodies. So they have all kinds of stuff to start their love of fishing.
I love it. Foundation.
100%.
Foundation.
100%.
Look at this right here. That's a nice size flounder.
Guess where that is? Can you tell where that is? A lot of people like to
let me see.
dissect the picture so you can figure out where I am.
I'm not sure where that's at.
I'm actually fishing on the seawall right next to the Bridge of Lions, between the fort and the Bridge of Lions.
I've caught flounder there.
And live bait. We had some finger mullet, and we were catching flounder right along those outfalls from the runoff from downtown.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Isn't it amazing? We say it all the time. We are so blessed to be in the spot we are. We have so much going on here in St. Augustine.
Yeah, you can't complain.
No.
The only thing you complain about is all the people, but you know what? You just make the best of it.
Well, the funny thing is that I lived in Atlanta for a long time, and so comparatively, I hear people complain about the people.
There's no ocean in Atlanta.
Yeah, there's no ocean in Atlanta, but there's people, right?
Lots of people.
I hear people around here talk about so many people in the traffic. I'm like, you have no idea. You have no idea. It takes me 10 minutes to go from this place to here place, and do the same thing in Atlanta. You're talking 40 minutes, right?
That's crazy.
It's just brutal.
That's crazy.
Just brutal.
But birthday parties, I like to get groups of kids together and do birthday parties, and we'll do a little learning session, and then we'll go fishing. We might do it at the beach, we might do it at a lake, and then we come back and have birthday cake. So, I'm comparable to renting a bounce house or
Oh,
ponies or face painting. My fee is about comparable with all that. So,
great.
and the birthday child, boy or girl, usually gets a fishing pole,
Oh,
and of
nice.
course, the other kids want a fishing pole and they get a
Right.
goodie bag to take home. And, it's just all about people wanting to do the same thing you do. So people will give you stuff and you just give it to the kids and they love it.
Sure. Sure.
It's so great to have kids be outside.
Yeah, that's
Outside.
completely
Yeah,
agree. Completely
outside.
agree. We've lost that for sure. So Donna, tell everybody how they get in touch with you.
How they get in touch with
Yeah.
me is I am not technologically inclined. So I do have a phone number.
What?
Yeah, I do carry a phone. I like face-to-face conversations. I like to text. I'm not good on Facebook and I'm not good on Instagram or any of that. I want to talk to you face-to-face so you can
Yeah,
feel the
I'm with you.
passion and I can make that passion contagious onto you. So, yeah, if you call me, I'll be more than glad to talk to you. I do a monthly newsletter that I send out. I have probably 300 people on my mailing list. And what I do is I set up dates and we can just fish. And you know what's cool about what I do is there's all kinds of places around the county to fish, but people don't know.
Oh, I'll bet.
And some of those places you can go fishing aren't good to fish all the time. So if you don't know, but I do, I'll take you
Yeah,
fishing
that's good.
and make it successful, because if you go and there's no water, it's not going to be a very good fishing day.
No, it's not.
So yeah, my phone number is 904-907-7859. My business is Fishing 101, just the basics. Anytime. I give a lot of gift certificates away to raffles and things like that for a free party. We can set up a party. You can come along and do something I've already got scheduled, or we can schedule something just for you.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's play the rewind game.
Okay.
The rewind game. 1996. What were you doing in 1996?
96, I had just become an officer in the National Guard. 96, I actually went to Egypt for 45 days. I had lots of money in my duffel bag. I had lots of fellows with me to keep me safe. We were actually there on an Air Force mission, and we would make casual pays. That's back before plastic money. And we would go and give the soldiers an advance on their pay, and they could go spend it on the economy. So, at one point in my career, I had a check in my name for $1.5 million.
Wow.
And we went to the Federal Reserve and cashed that check in for real money. And the largest bill we had to make payroll was a $20 bill. So I had an 8.5-foot table piled with money.
Wow.
And we would take that money and put it into bags, vouchers, and Class A agents would come get their bags and go pay their troops and come back, and we'd settle. So we had a Brinks truck come out to Camp Blanding and bring the money to us, and then we'd the pay officers would go pay the troops and come back, and we'd settle out. So I've had a great life, a great career, and I just want to finish it making a memory for somebody.
Yeah, that's good. So speaking of memories, I'm sure first of all, I remember, I swear to you, I remember every fish I've ever caught.
Nice.
I mean, something about it.
So what was your first fish you caught?
The first fish I ever caught was a crappie.
Nice.
Yeah, and
freshwater.
Freshwater. It
Okay.
wasn't very big. It wasn't very big.
They don't get very big.
They don't get very big. They don't get very not huge, right? But even for a crappie, it wasn't very big. But I remember that like it was yesterday.
Who took you fishing?
My dad.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so and absolutely love it. And I fell in love with it from the very get go. Pretty soon my dad took me fishing, introduced me to fishing, and then I just was going all the time. When I was a kid, I'd just ride my bike and for miles, and I knew every pond and every area of water.
Yeah, your parents didn't have to
miles.
worry where you were. You were gone with your fishing pole.
That's
You were
exactly
safe.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had a little method I used to strap the pole in the bar of my bike.
Oh, back to innovation again.
Oh, yeah, back to innovation.
Oh yeah, you got to be innovative
That's
to get your fishing pole to the place you want to go fishing.
That's right.
Because you can't tote it all. You got to have some help. So.
Yeah. So back to remembering every fish. I'm sure you remember the majority, if not all, of the people who've caught fish with you.
Absolutely.
Is there a special one that stands out?
Wow. I guess I've never really thought about it. And maybe not yet, but maybe when this guy that I'm taking in the wheelchair fishing, that'll be a fish I'll never forget.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
Because you can't even put a price tag on the joy that he's going to have when he gets that fish on the end of that line and he reels it in.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, to make a memory.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Grew up fishing at Lighthouse Park with all the boys, and we take a stringer of fish home for Mama to cook, and that was awesome. You know, we go in the bait shop that used to be there at the foot of the pier. It's called Jake's Bait Shack, and it's a yacht club now. But we would have an account in that place, and we would go every day and get what we needed, bait or snacks or whatever, and our parents would go pay the bill on Saturday morning, and we pretty much ran the neighborhood. One summer we had a mama duck with a baby duck, and she got hit by a car, so we became the mama duck to the baby duck. And then when we went back to school, it got hit by a car. But we had a duckling follow us around all summer long.
Wow, that's super cool.
And I rode many a bicycle wheels off the tires off a bicycle, just going from point A to point B, just hanging out in the neighborhood. And you never went too far to where if Mama blew her whistle, you knew to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're out of the house when the lights go off on the street, and you're back in the house when the street lights come on, and you've had a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those days. I remember them.
Yeah. What a great way to grow up.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
what
sure.
A great way to grow up.
Yeah, we're in St. Augustine South right now, and we love the whole neighborhood there. And you know, my boys, they're older now, 24 and 22. But I just think all the time, like, man, if we'd have got here earlier, right? How much different their childhood would have been, right?
Yeah, I think you live just down the street from my mom. She lives right down by the Vale Point Park.
Oh yeah.
Or Moultrie Creek boat ramp.
Moultrie Creek boat ramp.
Yeah. So my mom lives in that neighborhood now.
I'm literally right down the road. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I do this all year long. It's never too cold, never too nasty to go fishing. I do summer camps at Anastasia State Park in the summertime. I had 10 slots, 2 weeks of camp. I had 14 boys.
Wow.
For 10 slots. It was awesome. I've got one kid that has come to camp every year I've done it, so he's been to 5 of my camps.
Wow, that's
so
incredible.
You know it's good when kids want to come back.
Yeah,
come back and come back. And every year they come back, they either get a regular fishing rod, or he's got 2 nice surf rods that he's gotten at camp, and he almost always catches a tarpon.
Oh,
at
no
camp.
kidding.
Yeah, there's an estuary behind Anastasia State Park, and we fish in that estuary, and every summer we catch an immature or a young tarpon.
Young tarpon, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they get in, they can't get out. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So
the
strong.
Kids go crazy. Yeah. So they catch tarpon and crabs. And, you know, boys are always happy if they've got a crab in the bucket. Yeah. It's crazy. They'll play with that crab for hours.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I want to catch my own bait. I want to have my own, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I teach them all that.
That's super cool.
That's all teachable.
All right, one more time. If somebody wants to get in touch with you.
Fishing 101, Miss Donna Frantz, 904-907-7859.
Awesome. So everyone listening, Donna is an amazing, amazing, amazing woman. And her passion for teaching is just evident in everything that she does. If you have kids for a birthday party, if you have events that are coming up that you want to do something different that has a meaningful impact to somebody's life for a long time, take them fishing. Take them fishing and do it with somebody that can teach them the basics and understand the sport as a whole and understand nature as a whole. And that's what Donna does. So please give Donna a shout. Give her an opportunity to change someone's life potentially by taking them out and showing them nature and how to put fish on the line. So thanks everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Donna, so much.
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah,
it's been a great morning already.
All right.